Now, for those people who will be watching YouTube, I've just mentioned to the Transformers group that I'm part of. They're getting a live view of this video, and you guys, sadly, are going to come second. So, the idea behind this video today is showing the combination of, sadly, as you can see, High Tower doesn't have any treads yet, primarily because I've not been able to go and pick them up from a dear friend of mine. Sorry, Lucan, I will get round to it eventually. Please don't hurt me. So, how we're going to do this is, firstly, because nobody's seen him yet, I mean, my guys in the group have not seen him yet, and you guys have not seen him when he was fully painted. So here we go. So, it's a very simple transformation. All it is that this pulls down. These have to just move up a little bit. This flap, same as Rampage, moves out of the way. Same for you guys, if you can see it. Then this closes back up ever so slightly. Not too much, just slightly. They tip upwards, like that. So you've got like a triangle shape. Then the legs have to dip in, and you have to bend these guys back. So, let me just put it on the floor, and then raise him up, like so. So essentially, that's what you've got. Yeah, he does look a little bit untidy underneath, but you don't see that. So yeah, that is essentially the combination transformation of Sandblast. So I tend to bend these all the way in as well, the little flat pieces. So that's that, essentially. So he's like this. He's going to be essentially the reverse. Hi. Yeah, he's the back claw of High Tower. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting now. It's going to be difficult. Excuse me, I am a smoker. I do apologise quite heavily. So, the Creo piece. So, as you can see, here it is. 2 holes there. But it doesn't connect into him just yet. So, we'll move him just here, out of the way, out of the camera shot of the live video that I'm doing. Then what we're going to do is I need to remember how to start this off. So let's get rid of this cigarette. Right. So here we go. Let's do this. Oh, right then. So, getting into High Tower. As you can see, I've got him balanced on CDs because I haven't attached his caterpillars as of yet. So first things first, as you can see, I did make a chain with some barrels, which is attached to the hook. This just simply comes off here, but we'll need to keep this bit of the chain. So on my live vid, that part. And as you can see, I put a lobster clip on there. So that simply just comes off So I'll put those out of cam shot. We'll keep that there. And this is where it's going to get interesting. Now, as everybody knows, I did put a robot form in this. He is packed underneath here. So if you've seen my last video, so what you do is that you pull the claws down, same way as the actual Supreme mode. This is quite stiff now. I've tightened it to its maximum just to give it some stability. So here we go, we've got the claws, and as you can see I recycled Payload's arms, as you've probably seen in my last videos. So they come out like so, and this, it just simply, that goes back along with, that bit does come off. I made so that comes off, by the way, because that needs to come off for the robot form. So that's the connect port, as everybody knows it. It's had a lick of paint. So what we're doing here is pushing this down. This has got to come back as far as it can go. Watch it not come back. There we go. So that's as far as that bit goes. Now, as you can see, this is just simply going to hook on there, like so. Made it so that it was long enough to attach to there. And then a lot of people will be asking, well, that makes no sense, because why have you now kept the chain? The chain is so that, as you can see, it still drops forwards. So what we do here is, this is actually supposed to move back. It did move back. Let me just open this guy up a minute. So let's take that off. I've made it so that it disassembles easy as well, just in case I needed to. I think something is stuck. Here we go. That's better. So let's put this back on. I know this is quite messy, guys, but I mean, this is the first time I've actually properly combined him. That goes back in there. Connect port goes back in like so. Simple as. The headpiece comes down. That adds an extra wedge onto there. Then these parts are what are recycled from when the caterpillars are added. These will spin round and come up here like so. Again, yeah, I know it's kind of messy at the minute. I mean, I'm only going to be doing this once. Once these guys are combined, I am not, for the love no money, dismantling them again. So fetch that back up. I've got to remember how I did this now. How did I do it? How did I do this? What am I doing again? Oh right, yeah, that's it. No, I decided against that. That was it. So, sorry, excuse me. Take the hook back off. Attach this back onto here. And then the lobster clip that I handily added, that comes down here. I'm going to have to pull this in, I'm afraid, because it attaches with great difficulty, because everything was so tight and compact when I was building him. Let's take that out again. Oh, come on, just give me a break. Right. Yes, this is not what I need right now. Just put that back on there. There we go. So, put that back onto there, like so. Hopefully it'll reach this time. There we go. Yay, we got it. We got it. There we go. So that attaches to there like so, as everyone can see. That attaches. Finally got there. Do apologise that that took so long. Right, so there we go. They close in, so that stops that from moving. Same on the other side, that goes in there. When the caterpillars are on, they tip a little bit as well. And then we've got the arms, as everybody knowingly loves. Now, as you can see, just here, there is a... Yeah, it is, Bill. It's completely customised. It's using bits of the Supreme and Deluxe models, as you can see. So here we go. As you can see here, as I'm doing a YouTube video at the same time as I'm doing a live video, which is not the smartest of ideas. Alright. There's High Tower. I might have to change the crane design slightly, because that's not tight enough, that chain. I might have to add another ring here, but we'll sort that out at a later date. So, as you can see, there's 2 ports here. As you can see, there again, for the people that are on the YouTube video. And then on Sandblast, there we go, another one just here. So we start off with High Tower. That simply just pushes into there, like so. I hope I've got the right one. Yeah, I have. And then simply clip, smooth his arms out of the way again. Sandblast there, like so. Fold these back in and tip them upwards, like I said. And then there we go, we've got one of the feet of Devastator. Now it's not perfect yet. Oh good God, I really need to sort this back part out, this connect piece. So that slides back in there. We need to move High Tower's head. There we go. One. Like so. Same with that one. Now as you can see, the crane keeps lowering. And then, yeah, you see, because that crane is so low. There we go. Like so. Twist that. Push that in. Still a bit messy. What I'm going to have to do as I'm going to have to extend that chain to come round here, I think, and pull that tight to Sandblast. As a matter of fact, Bill, so he's a guy who's commenting on the live video at the moment. So here we go. Just show you guys. That's what he'll look like once I've raised this crane part higher. It's actually really upsetting me because I had this already set up. And then I dismantled it to show you guys, and now he's just not playing ball game. But that's basically what it'll look like anyway. I might even make the chain attached to Scavenger once Scavenger's mounted. So, right, let's move this guy out of the way now, because I'm already sick of seeing him. So I might as well show you while I've got him undercoated. So this is for you, Bill, because I'm guessing you've not been up to scratch with this one. This guy is Overload. Special thing about him is that he actually has to... There we go. There's a plastic ring what goes in here, by the way. I did happen to lose it. I've just found it again, so I'm going to fix that in. So, Overload is in two separate pieces. One bit is obviously going to be hidden in his trailer. The other bit is the front end, which will become the rear end of Devastator. So, he's all undercoated and ready to go. Just need to colour him in his maroon, crimson-y type colour, whatever he is. So put him back over with High Tower and Sandblast. Now, Bill, probably because you've not been up to speed on this project, I'll fetch you up to speed. Now, this is a payload. This is payload, which I completely repainted and made him into the foot of Devastator. As you can see, I've added sand onto there, all the way up the back now. Minor details, metallic, done the grills. So yeah. Also what I did is I recycled the foot of the Supreme Devastator. This has had a complete repaint. I'll just fetch that up to the other camera. As you can see, that is what it would be the foot of the Supreme Devastator, which now actually makes the combiner clip, as you can see. Because there was nowhere to physically mount a port onto this long haul that I've done. So we've got two extra pieces here, and they simply just go, just magnetize onto it. So these are magnets, just to give the foot a little bit more girth, I suppose, so to speak. And the clip simply just, where the legs are, sits in between the legs, and that just simply folds down, and there you go. We've now got a long haul leg. And that's where Scavenger will connect. Ah, the bulldozer. Oh yeah, he's going to be a big guy, I'm not going to lie. So I'll just move long haul out of the way, because the YouTubers haven't seen the probably Rampage and everyone since I started on them originally. So just put long haul back on his shelf. Yeah, the guy is going to be pretty big. Long haul as a leg, he stands nearly as high. He's about 3 inch, no, maybe 2.5 inch short of a fully combined Combiner Wars combiner. So yeah, he's going to be a big guy. So I'll fetch Mixmaster and Rampage onto the screen. So here we go. So everybody who saw my previous video, if you want, Bill, I'll also send you a link to the YouTube channel that I have. So as you can see, I was playing around with him, getting into a combiner mode, which I've now discovered I'm going to have to add another Constructicon, like custom make one, just for the sake of the stability is not there, just for Rampage to be on his own. Because everybody knows that there's tracks down here and then there's a bit what comes back and then folds over again. The only way that I can do that, I've got a demolisher completely dismantled on the shelf. And what we're going to be doing with that is I'm going to be turning him into another custom. Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, he will be. He'll definitely be as bulky as one. So for the YouTubers, a viewer that I've got here, Bill, he's just asked me, will this Devastator be as tall, if not as big, as a Titan class figure? Yes, he will. There's no doubt about that. I mean, what I will do is I'll take you over in a minute, Bill, after I finish the YouTube video on Devastator. Take you across to my shelf and show you the custom Bruticus that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, there's not much going off with Rampage since I repainted him. I've played around with obviously different, I suppose, poses, so to speak, on how I can get him into a Gestalt mode. But Mixmaster, everybody knows Mixmaster. He's had a custom paint job, cement here and there on the doors, on the actual cement mixer itself. Ladders have been chromed. Cannon has been completely chromed. Wheel trims. As you can see, everything that can be chromed or should be chrome on a truck has been done. Same here, I'll just show you guys. So yeah, that's Mixmaster and Rampage. Everybody who saw my earlier videos already know about Scrapper. Scrapper's currently being built at the moment, still. So yeah, currently at the moment we've got ready to go combined. High Tower and Sandblast are going to have a few little tweaks on them. just to make them a bit more stable than what they are at the moment, I'd probably say. So yeah, there's still... Right, there we go. Now for people who haven't seen this, I'll just fetch this quickly onto screen and then we'll finish this YouTube video, and then what we'll do is that we'll go into another part where I explain how I customise Scavenger. Well yeah, currently if I just turn you behind me, as you can see, he's in pieces on the shelf, and there's the vortex that I'm currently working on as well. So yeah, he's it's been a bit of a pain really, I'm not gonna lie. So what we're doing here is, let me show you this. So as I mentioned to you before, I recycled some hydraulics from Rampage. These are only undercoated, so they've not had the final coat, they've not been metallic or anything like that yet. But here's the Devastator head that I've done. The eyes and details are going to come afterwards, eventually. But what I've done is that, as you can see, these are the jaws. Magnets, again. Same on the back of the head. Magnets. There we go. And what I've done here is that I've made it so these pistons connect onto the back of Devastator's head. I know it's still a bit messy round here. There we go. Well, Scavenger is really difficult to work with, primarily just because of his sheer size compared to the rest of them. Right, here we go. So, a lot of people have been... That's how the head would look. And then the jaws also attach by magnets, like so. So that's the head. It's not perfect because it's not finished. This would be a lot easier if it was mounted to the vortex. Show you guys as well really quickly. So that's the head, and as you can see, the idea behind it is that the pistons open out. Same for this one, and that's what it does. It just allows the jawline to open a lot wider than what its actual Hasbro model does. So yeah, there we go. Show the YouTubers as well. So yeah, that's currently the head where I'm at the moment with it. Yeah, well they did two in Revenge of the Fallen. I mean, obviously they did the Voyager class, Voyager or Deluxe class, Demolisher. And Demolisher is the exact same vehicle as what Scavenger is. So, and also for storage, once Scavenger is finished, is I've made it so that the jaws also magnetise onto the back of the head. It won't be motorised actually. The reason being is that there's so much effort entailed in it. The only way that you could do it is in fact, we'll continue with that in a moment. I'll just finish this YouTube video off and we'll come back to that. So there we go guys. As you can see, for you YouTubers, there has been massive amounts of progress in terms of the actual build for Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. The only thing that we've got to move on to now is finishing Scavenger. Finding some way to contain the vortex, if there is a way. If not, it'll probably just end up being like a connector piece. Same as what you used to do with the old G1, when you had the feet what just slotted on and things like that. So yeah, pieces have been repainted as well. It's getting there. We're getting towards the end of it. I'm happy. I think everybody will be once this is completed. So for everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Catch you in the next installment, and I'm going to continue with the live video. Peace!